Hi there, I'm Kristen. I have divine messages for us. So if you'd like to stay tuned, let's ask our angels, saints, ancestors, and spirit guides into our energy for guidance, messages for our highest and greatest good. So it is and so will be. And we're surrounded in divine white light. Gratitude. All right. 5 of Wands. It's like taking the unbeaten path. Is that what it's called? Unbeaten path? 3 of Pentacles. This is like working with others as it relates to like a common goal or specialty. This is like a team, a collaboration, a contract, an agreement, a project. This is kind of like starting something from scratch. I'm getting it's going to put you in a really amazing position. I feel like you've overcome like some sort of initiation or trials or tribulations. And as a result of this, like you've got some sort of expertise that's been gained. I feel like this is something that, you know, you're able to enjoy, feel some sort of fulfillment about. This may put you in a really amazing position. I feel like this is almost a wish come true, a dream come true. Whatever opportunity this is, whatever is being created is going to help you live the life of your desires. Okay, with the 9 of Cups. Emotional fulfillment. 8 of Wands. So I'm getting like things are going to pick up. Okay, I feel like if the business was slow, I'm getting entrepreneur. If the business was slow, it's about to pick up. So it's like, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Okay, I think that's like House of Pain or Cypress Hill or something. I don't know. I tend to pick up these lyrics along the way. All right. So I feel like your projects, your activity, your ability to grow some sort of abundance for yourself in the physical realm, this is increasing. So this is like an increase in your stability, security. It's going to really put you in, again, a more stable, secure position. All right. So this is like building your business up, maybe investing, maybe more customers, more awareness of what you do. Maybe you're found on the map. Okay. I see the Death card. So this tells me like there's something that's ending. Okay. So something new can begin. There's that new beginning. Okay. Here's that contract, that offer. So here's what's new, okay, is something in your career, something when it comes to an opportunity, all right? So there's like an opportunity for you to shine. There's an opportunity for you to build. I feel like whatever you have built is at a great position. So this would put you in the best position with 10 Pentacles. I feel like that's amazing. And I feel like it is a creative idea, project, effort. This is also like having support and being able to be your most authentic self, I'm getting. This is like you being inspiring, motivating, captivating, charismatic, being able to create anything that you desire. Okay, I feel like you have a very high vibration, double 9s here. So that tells me like whatever is no longer serving you will be removed. Okay, it will be removed. So that whatever this opportunity is can land and be stable, secure, and deeply rooted. Ace of Wands, again, like I feel like this is like mastering something too. Like there's an initiative here or an invention or discovery. I feel like there's like this creative spark, all right? It's like whatever you're working on is like going to like explode, okay? So this could represent a couple different things. All right, I do have the Queen of Swords. So this is like, you know, really tapping into the intuition, the discernment to know like what projects deserve your energy and what don't. Maybe this is about like what direction to take. Maybe you help others with their direction. There's a need to kind of like go within for guidance as well. And I'm getting like the Queen of Swords is someone who kind of is very like in their authority. It's like an authority figure. Someone who's like tells it how it is. Page of Swords. I feel like there very much could be people looking up to you for some reason. Maybe it's what you create and how you create it. Maybe they're looking to learn from you, okay, which is beautiful. Learning by your example, learning, like there's also be someone who gives advice. So you could be like a psychologist, you could be someone who's interested in philosophy or ideology, or someone who shares like wisdom, okay? It's like strong feminine wisdom here. And then I have like the eagle in the background. So this is like God, spirit, source, okay? And whatever this is, like people watch. So you could have a platform here. This could be an expansion of this so that you reach more people with the 8 of Wands. All right, I feel like this is going to allow you some freedoms that maybe you didn't have before. And this is kind of like what's bringing this new project in. I feel like there is energy that wants to rush in and create some sort of obstacle for you. I feel like that is something that you understand as part of the process. I feel like the 5 of Swords is somebody who's lied on your name, somebody who might want to like return and, you know, maybe try to create some sort of conflict, competition, maybe even try to create some sort of like humiliation so that there is like a blockage to you being able to create with others in this 3 of Pentacles. So it's like this energy wants to return to create some sort of dissonance for you. I feel like what they do is they create problems for themselves. Maybe they haven't caught on to this yet. I feel like you overcome whatever they send your way. Strength card. I feel like this could have been someone that you had a relationship or partnership with. I feel like King of Cups. I feel like that could be what's coming in quickly for you, is this new stable foundation. King of Cups is somebody who might want to collaborate with you or work with you. It doesn't have to be this past energy. I'm getting the King of Cups is in the upright. So this is somebody who has a lot of love to give. I feel like there's balance being restored here. I feel like it's coming through in this page energy. So this, again, is something coming as an opportunity, some sort of contract. It could be a job. It could be a switch in careers. It could be a skill, something that you learn. And because you learn something new, you're able to create something new with it. Okay, this is like applying what you've learned as well with the Page of Pentacles, which is here. Temperance. Let's talk about the Temperance a little bit. I'm getting like there's whatever was in balance before is being brought into balance. And I'm getting like it very much could be in this like union energy. You could be moving on to another location. It could be a bit of relocating. I have the Hanged Man and Ace of Wands. Yeah, this is like surrendering to spirit. This is, you know, gaining a new perspective and being able to share this perspective, this enlightenment even, an awakening. Okay, so you could be on the ascension path, on the awakening path. I'm getting enlightenment here. I'm also getting like needing to surrender and trust the process, right? That what you're here to create will be created, regardless of those attempts to keep you from doing so. I feel like you have the strength to overcome. They don't want you to have any fear. I feel like they're doing this from a place of their own ego, okay, and pride. I feel like you may have hurt someone's ego and they want to retaliate against you because you're able to create on your own and you don't need them. And that bruises their ego. All right. Yeah, I feel like that bruises their ego, and they're going through an ego death at this time as it relates to how they came at you. Okay. And that is the Queen of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles. They're watching you from afar. They may now watch you because you are appearing as a resource to them. Someone who holds the light in the darkest of spaces. It's like, how did you do it? They're watching to see how you did it. They're trying to learn from you. Okay, but they won't admit it. They won't admit it. Yeah, I feel like somebody played with a King of Swords and got cut. Okay, they try to create confusion here, conflict. All right, keep you in the dark. Okay, they're haunted by the memory of you. All you did was hold love. Okay, this is like God's wrath, Ace of Cups. So I feel like they're experiencing this on a grand scale. I feel like you minded your own business and you kept to yourself and you focused on self-love and healing. All right, what else do you want to tell us? We'll do another round. We have the Seven of Cups. Yeah, this person decided to put you in competition with others because they are insecure, and this is what feeds their ego. They entertain many options, okay? They're in an illusion. Okay, they could be dealing with substances here. I'm also getting like there could be news coming out about what was done with I feel like there could be news coming out as it relates to what people did to slander, lie, defame, betray you. I'm getting they worked with other people. There's a Three of Pentacles. And then a Page of Wands. So I feel like this is a form of evidence. Seven of Swords. All right, there's proof in the pudding here. I feel like somebody is still trying to get away with something. They may be telling more lies. Maybe they're trying to cover up their lies. Seven of Swords is someone who's really, you know, a snake in the grass. Okay. I feel like what's coming in is a partnership, a destined partnership. Could be a twin flame. It could be a partner. It could be a soulmate. I feel like this is very high vibrational. It's going to be very stable, secure. And I feel like you're both meeting each other where you're at. Okay. There's no need to like pretend to be something that you're not. You've already overcome that challenge. This person will hold space for you as you for them. I feel like the pain of the past who chose a gold digger is experiencing the despair at this time. Okay, I feel like you are the light. Okay. There's exposure and there is this like understanding of who and what you are and why you have a fresh start and maybe they don't, is that maybe you walk in the light, okay, and you didn't retaliate or create any karma as it relates to this situation. I'm getting like they may have accumulated a lot as it relates to their emotional conflicts. I'm getting that you focused on your growth and development instead, and it's showing. Okay, it's showing. Six of Pentacles is, you know, helping others with something that you've gained or learned in your lifetime here. So it's like you sharing and mentoring and, you know, it's like that charity. Okay. So I feel like whatever you're doing here, it's like you're able to share this with others. Like maybe your contribution to humanity is blank. Fill in the blank. I feel like you were guided to, you know, be in the divine light here. Okay, I feel like they're experiencing some sort of loss here. I feel like they didn't appreciate what they had when they had it. I feel like you are mastering a skill set. I feel like they're watching you master this skill set. I feel like they're learning from your experience here. I feel like the obstacles they experience are as a result of them wanting to have these for you as the Queen of Pentacles. So I'm getting like they're experiencing a tower in their life. I feel like they may have been dealing with someone who may have dangled the carrot in front of them. I feel like they're coming to some sort of realization that whoever they thought this person was, it was false. And everything that they built on this false foundation is crumbling down. There's like this reckoning happening. Cause for change. I feel like there was false pride with this couple, and I'm getting like maybe they're delusional. Maybe they're, you know, delusional because of codependency. I feel like there's a lot that was done from a passion, lust perspective, entertaining many options and just, you know, running amok for the sake of money. I feel like somebody, you know, did something for money here. They may have paid somebody money to prevent blockages for you and your business and your mastery. I feel like they could be dealing with the fallback of this. Okay. I feel like the energy here speaks to a star as well as a magician. Okay. So I feel like they tried to hold back someone who's here in God's light to create, heal, as well as like instill hope, peace, happiness, inspiration. Like there's a positivity and serenity and, you know, some sort of like spiritually and emotionally nourishing abilities. So I feel like somebody tried the most to prevent you from being in your power, and I feel like game over for them. Okay, game over. And, you know, whatever they did for money, I feel like it led them to their own, like, traps. All right, this is like addictions. The devil talks about, like, ignorance, giving into temptation, a lack of self-control, immoral and unethical behavior, and a weak moral compass for the sake of money. Okay, so I feel like they may find themselves in a situation very much like the one that they put you in, so that it can be mirrored back to them just how strong, you know, they're dealing with their shadow, right? The shadow here, like the sun, you know, brings things to the surface, right? Like the subconscious, and why we choose things for ourselves. And so someone may be dealing with suffering unhealthy attachments and needing to maybe walk away, you know, and like choosing themselves in a situation. You may have had to walk away from someone who was very greedy, someone who was very focused on appearances of things. Okay, again, the devil will influence that. The devil will be the energy behind dangling something in front of somebody else for the sake of money. All right, so I feel like somebody was promised money and the freedom to do and feed their desires, their addictions, their, you know, immoral behavior. And I feel like they very much may find themselves in a massive ending, a downfall, devastation. Might have something to do with employment here, how they provide for themselves. They may have thought that they were getting money. I'm getting like that's not the case. I feel like, you know, there was like an initiation here. There was this conscious awareness gained, and now as a result of this, there's this like strong empowerment energy. I feel like somebody's like in their power, doing what they came here to do, regardless of the attempts to kind of like create some sort of difficulty. I'm getting like whatever that was. I feel like there's this like transmutation of it. There's ability to like heal the energy or use the energy for healing. So there's like this master alchemist energy with the magician, which is pretty cool. Let's see. Yeah, it's like useful, using the tools available to you. You may have gone through a lot to practice with these tools and kind of reach an expertise. I'm getting like there's some sort of expertise here. And it's also about like the ascension journey and the healing process, and, you know, holding space for that and understanding like you're a sovereign being. And if anyone's wanting to control and manipulate your energy, you now realize that you're the one that has the power, and you're the one that gives permission. Okay, if someone's going to be in your energy, use your energy, manipulate your energy. Okay, I feel like someone is regretting the investments that they've made. Okay, they've taken their sweet ass time and find themselves, you know, they're reaping what they have sown. Okay, they may want to like swing through. I have the Hierophant, so there's like spiritual learning, maybe even like a purpose here. It could be a teacher. You could be someone who has really amazing skills that are meant to be shared. Okay, there is this like enlightenment here. There is this like, you know, the master becomes the teacher. Okay, there's like being a guide here. Queen of Wands is someone who's powerful, someone in their spiritual authority, someone who's motivated. You know, they're creating with their talents, and there's a huge transformation here. So I'm getting like what you went through was a form of initiation, maybe even by fire, into your spiritual power and authority here. All right, so we have the Hierophant, the Magician, and the Star. All right, so I'm going to end the reading here. This was badass. You're a badass. I feel like don't take anything you've been through lightly. I feel like it was for the sake of purpose to get you out of maybe something that, you know, you needed to learn from, but not be in forever. And there's this like redirection energy here. There's like moving away from the chaos, the conflict, the drama, and moving towards peace and choosing peace and prioritizing your peace, even more importantly. Okay. One last thought. We have the Ace of Cups. Prioritizing your peace, choosing peace, harmony, love. All right. You know, the cups talk about like being really in tune with your emotions and the emotions of others. So empathy might be really strong for you right now. I'm also getting like, you know, there's this psychic abilities that you have. You're very much, you know, an energy here that's meant to use this and create this on a large scale. And I'm getting it like starts with you and then it grows. So whatever you've been cultivating is about to grow into something absolutely beautiful. And I would say your growth and development and your ability to overcome and be in this loving energy, divine grace, is like a master skill. All right. I feel like you should be really, really proud of yourself at this time. I am. I'm proud of you guys. I'm so proud of you. I feel like you choose love, okay, over fear. I feel like I just saw the 10 of Cups, 10 of Swords, 10-10. I feel like they have sealed their fate, all right? You may have been looking at this situation as like, why me? Why'd this happen? Like, you know, I feel like this was a blessing in disguise for you. I feel like it taught you many things, many lessons here. Lessons that you would not maybe have learned otherwise if you didn't experience this. So I feel like it was necessary for your growth and development and to align you with your purpose. And I feel like this was your initiation. Okay. Yeah. All right. I feel like somebody regrets listening to the friend group. The friend group has nothing but gossip to share. I feel like they did not, you know, they don't care how this person ends up. I feel like this person maybe thought these friends cared. They don't. All right. I'm getting like there's a lot of betrayal, deceit, lying, blaming. Like, I feel like there was someone who didn't want someone else to experience love. And so there was this like whole ego-driven experience here. Someone regrets the direction they took. Things are playing out in their life that, you know, maybe they didn't foresee. Maybe they're being, you know, taken down by those that they thought that they were close with. Usually the 10 of Swords talks about like the ultimate betrayal, the ultimate deceit. That could have been what happened to you, or this is happening now for this group as they learn their spiritual lessons and experience their karma. They are being exposed. Everybody is seeing clearly. Okay? Who did what and when and with whom. Okay? Yeah. I love you guys. I hope you have the most amazing day. If you'd like to book a reading, go to betweenbothworlds.org. I have many offerings. We have a circle that meets twice a week. You can also sign up for that. I'll see you guys on the next reading. Bye now.